Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Starting off here with a Trick or Treat Studios H40 mask repainted by the amazing Simon Brandolino on Instagram. This one's about a couple of years maybe since I received this. He's actually managed to get even better at doing these masks since then, if you can believe it, because even this right here was about the best you'd ever get as far as rehauls go. I mean, Simon's pretty much the best in the game. I'm getting an updated hero mask from him soon, so I can't wait to show you that. But everything from the hair, this is the stunt copy, so it's a bit more nasty than the hero, but I'm absolutely blown away with it. I still love this mask. I'm going to try to hang on to it when I get the hero. Simon says, you might as well sell it, but I like it. I like the nastiness of it. And here is the 1978 Trick or Treat Studios mask that I had repainted by Simon, and then I rehaired it myself, and it's not turned out too bad. I still might do it one more rehair job on this one day, with a slightly more accurate kind of blonde hair to start with, like the Shatner mask, and then just spray it rather than the kind of brown mohair that I used on this one. It's still a good looking mask. It will tide me over until I figure out what to do about another 78. Here is the original. This was the first Trick or Treat Studios H40 mask that I received. Got this one repainted by Mike in Germany, and then, you know, as the years sort of rolled by, I ended up repainting this again another 2 times myself, but had a lot of fun doing it. It's good practice. Still need to put a coat of kind of clear, don't know, varnish, like a sealant, you know. It hasn't been sealed yet. It's still just the raw paint, so you can kind of tell that. I need to get some stuff to seal the deal and finalize the mask. But I really love this one. It's been good fun painting it and practicing with it and wearing it and stuff. This one fits me incredibly well. It's funny how all of these H40 masks, I've seen a lot now in my time, and they all fit slightly different. But this one fits like a glove. Here's some freehand so I can get down low and give you some angles. But this video is really just going to be going through all of the custom, you know, Michael Myers stuff in my collection, mostly figures. Just starting off with the masks here and now onto the figures, and we're just going to go through all of them. I'll just tell you what's up. So this is my custom Halloween 2018 Michael Myers figure. He's on a big body, like a big basketball player body that I got on eBay. The coveralls are the D-Night exclusives by Tanila's Customs. I found this material, sent it to Tanila, and she made these custom coveralls for me. I've got 2 of them, one that's been modified into a 2018, and my other ones, which are the 78s. Beto Metalli head sculpt, the prototype for 2018. You got the bullet hole in the back there and the front. Actually dyed these coveralls to give them that hint of blue. They are still like a charcoal grey, but the lighting, the LED lighting, is really bringing out the hint of blue in there. Amazing sculpt inside the Beto Metalli mask as well, with the eyes. The hair looks really nasty. Very, very cool head sculpt here, but I do have a feeling that the Trick or Treat Studios 2018 head sculpt is going to be the one, you know, just like the 1978 figure from Trick or Treat Studios. I mean, I just don't think you can beat that sculpt right now. Maybe you'll never be able to beat it because it really is incredibly on point. But really do like this Beto Metalli prototype. I would love to have the Beto Metalli Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 Freddy's Revenge custom figure. That's about as good as it gets for Freddy. That knife, that might be the Tanila's Customs knife as well. I think it very well might be. His fingers are blown off, and he's got very movie accurate boots on. Little pumpkin down there, and a nice little stand. So, a nice piece. Yeah, we're probably going to move on now to the other custom 1/6 scale 2018 Myers that I've put together. This is using the head sculpt from Legio 7. Was it Legio 7 Workshop? I think this is the version 1 head sculpt, and I had this rehaired. I painted it a few times myself. He's got a really bloody hammer there. These are more Tanila's Customs coveralls, the official H40 coveralls that she did a small run of. And you've got the eyes that I've put inside the sculpt. We'll get a better look at that in a minute, but it's really creepy. You'll see them now. So I repainted it a few times and put the eyes inside. One dead eye there. Really creepy as it comes around. Love that head sculpt. I know it's not the most movie accurate out there, but it's just something about it. I really like it. And he's got one of those JX bodies. It's quite a tall one. It's actually the body that Tanila herself recommended when she made these coveralls. They were tailored to fit that. And here's the choker bitch pose for one of my 1/6 scale 78 Myers. Coveralls, incredibly rare by Tanila. A really interesting shade of kind of greenish charcoal grey, but mostly green. And the Madbug V1 head sculpt, which unfortunately turned out to be a copy. But I do have one real Mad Bug V2 head sculpt coming up later on in the video, but I repainted the mask a little bit, weathered it, made it a bit more kind of shadowy, a bit more grimy looking. Got these hand sculpts from a Hot Toys figure, probably Superman or Bane or something, but look how well those coveralls fit, and just awesome. Look at the eyes in there as well, skin tone coming through on the neck. Love this, man. I ain't changing this pose. I just leave them like that. And you know, when I made the video, when I came up with this pose, just suddenly did it one day randomly. I was like, I've got to film it and put it on the channel because I haven't really seen anyone else put their Myers figure like that. So yeah, man, a really, really cool looking piece. Shame that it turned out to be a copy of the Mad Bug V1. It certainly would have been, you know, turned out to be too good to be true. What are you going to do with it? Still a nice looking piece. Just let them come around a few more times. Check out the weathering all around the tip of the nose, the lips, the cheeks. Now this is a Ryan Harper head sculpt, one of a kind, based on the Halloween 4 poster, that famous shot of the Myers mask. And this is the other pair of D-Night exclusive coveralls that Tanila made for me, the charcoal grey movie accurate 78 ones. Again, found this material, just thought it was perfect, sent it to Tanila, and she made these coveralls for me. And the head sculpt here by Ryan Harper is absolutely awesome. I love it. But I really did just kind of sling this figure together just a couple of days ago, just with spare parts lying around. I haven't really put too much time into this particular one because it was kind of a last minute thing. So possibly could do with a more suited body shape or something. But yeah, you know, just wanted to utilize this head sculpt, but just having it sitting on a shelf, not on a body, didn't make any sense to me because it really is a really awesome job here by Ryan Harper. Just check it out as it comes around. This is, I think they're Trick or Treat Studios boots he's using. So they just clipped into my ankle pegs. We've got an old knife here. It's one of my spares. Nice and sharp looking. Nice thick handle so it fits in the hands a lot easier than the more realistic looking ones that I have. But yeah, beautiful coveralls, one of a kind. You will not find another pair of these coveralls anywhere in the world, man. It just, nope, you won't. They are sexy. And then onto the quarter scale 2018 Michael Myers. Now this is using a Cool Models body, Tanila's Customs coveralls, the NECA head sculpt from their quarter scale 2018 Michael Myers. Rehaired it, repainted it, and weathered these coveralls. That was fun. Now I've had to pad out the body a lot for, you know, Michael Myers in his 60s, a little bit more thicker around the waist, and just generally, well, he got taller, strangely enough. You know, back in 78 he was 5'10", Nick Castle, and then 6'3" in 2018. So interesting, but beautiful work on this. Really happy with the hair. That hair was actually the hair from a Trick or Treat Studios 2018 mask, the life-size mask. It felt in my hand. I felt it just, that seems about right for a quarter scale head. There's the boots from the NECA figure that I managed to get onto the body of the Cool Models ankle pegs. It's a bit overlit here, to be honest. I was trying to get the lighting right. This one was proven to be a bit tricky to get the lighting to not kind of wash it out too much. But that's one of my earlier paint jobs. I'll have to go back and maybe reattempt that. And here is a 1/6 scale Halloween 2 Dick Warlock Michael Myers custom figure. Get a head sculpt again by Ryan Harper. Really good job on this. I was just hesitating there because I was thinking, is it really a custom figure? Because the coveralls are the Trick or Treat Studios 78 figure coveralls that I've just modified a little bit to make them more like the Halloween 2 look with the bullet holes. Obviously the collar is not accurate to Halloween 2 Dick Warlock coveralls, and the color as well. But if you're thinking about it as, you know, if it really did take place in one night, his coveralls would have been the same as they were in 78. So I guess it's like a concept kind of, you know, what if Mikey had have just kept the original coveralls that he had in the first film in the second film. And there's your bullet holes. You got the one on the arm there that a few people seem to miss, but he's definitely got that kind of in and out kind of through the coveralls bullet hole on his left arm there. And got a hammer, a hammering. But another great head sculpt here by Ryan Harper, doing really good work. I love what he uses for the hair. Oh, and here is my 1/6 scale custom 2007 Rob Zombie Halloween. Michael Myers, played by Tyler Mane, and as I've said before, this was the film that started my obsession with Michael Myers and made me want to start collecting figures from him, of him. But beautiful work on this. Again, Tanila's Customs coveralls. Had to really weather these, and that was a lot of fun to do. Eventually I will get some more because I want to do a hospital scene Halloween 2 Myers, because I have that head sculpt which I put on this body just to show you how that looks in a minute. But here is one of the older 2007 Halloween head sculpts by One's Customs. The hair could be better. Now, you know, I've sort of just learnt different things and I know exactly what kind of hair to get. It's just a matter of getting around to it. But a really, really cool piece. He's huge. He's absolutely massive. It was like a basketball body that he's on. And he's absolutely terrifying. And here he is with the Halloween 2 hospital scene head sculpt. Just swap the heads around. And then one day, like I said, I'll get some more coveralls from Tanila and make them a lot more bloody and nasty so that they kind of suit the look of this mask. And I also have the Hobo, which you'll be seeing in a minute as well. But just excellent job on the sculpt here from One's Customs. He really nailed it with the Rob Zombie stuff. I know he was trying all the time, striving for the perfect 78 head sculpt, but he certainly nailed it with Rob Zombie. I mean, very, very good work on this. Few more turns that come round. Check out the gnarliness and the shininess of that blood. That's right. The devil. Alright. Check out the hair as well. It's meant to be kind of down like that because he's, you know, at the beginning of that film in part 2 in the nightmare sequence, he's rain, you know, it's pouring rain and his hair's all flopping down around his face. But yeah, nice piece. Let's move her on there. Here we have the Blueface Myers, which was the very first custom, you know, anything I bought on eBay. Learned more about it as the years went by, and Steve Richards got in touch and told me more about, you know, what it was comprised of, because I knew nothing back when I got this. But it's a One's Customs head sculpt. I've got to try and remember everyone involved now. I remember Brett Little did some weathering, C Creations coveralls, like I said, One's Customs head sculpt. I love the bloodiness on this knife. That's the 3-0 Halloween Part 6 official Michael Myers figure knife. They gave you 2, both metal, and it was already kind of bloody, but I went in with some extra spray with using a toothbrush, you know, flicking the bristles with some red paint onto the knife to get that kind of spray effect. But check out the gnarliness on the side of the mask here. Very unique, really, really cool piece. But not the official all One's Customs figure. The official One's Customs is way more shredded on one side of the body. One arm is completely just torn to pieces, whereas this one it's a little bit less. I mean, it's still really gnarly looking, but I really like this. It's a bit more kind of personal for me because, you know, different people were involved in just creating this overall look. We'll get one last look at that knife. Check it out, man. That is really nasty. Very cool. Blueface. And I got Joe Turner on Facebook to hook me up with a decal for the kind of Hot Toys style base. And the blood on the hands. Oh, and I added some blood spray to the base as well. Those boots are cheap as hell. I think they're Sideshow Collectibles from an old Freddy figure or something. But here is the Hobo. This is a fantastic piece. Just wish he was taller. I need to get another basketball body, but these coveralls, they won't fit. And none of this Hobo stuff will really fit properly on a big basketball body because it was tailor-made for, I believe this is a Hot Toys Bane body from what I was told underneath there, which isn't very big. So I love it though. I love it though. I just don't stand him next to the 2007 version because there's a height difference and a half. So, but beautiful piece. Not sure what to do with him really. I want to keep him. Oh man. Check that out as it comes around, man. This is nasty. Check out the hair, and then the Tyler Mane likeness underneath the mask there, and his beard and his real hair coming through underneath. Come on now, One's Customs, behave yourself. The hood, all the layers of Hobo gear action here. We're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 layers? And sleeping bag. I forgot to hide his knife. Well, he's holding his butcher knife. That's Shadow Fergo on Instagram, folks. Shadow Fergo, one of the absolute dons when it comes to 1/6 scale custom weaponry. Absolutely incredible. Another Joe Turner decal there on my base. just to make it official. And that's the Hobo. Yeah, one day I'll see about making him taller. Even it doesn't have to be a basketball body, but if I can just get another little half-inch maybe height, then I might be satisfied. But it's a great looking piece. And it was interesting in part 2, seeing Mikey strolling around in between Halloweens, just roaming the earth, snatching souls. Alright, and here we have this is the Mad Bug V2 head sculpt, painted and haired by Silent Surfer, with Yunsil coveralls, dyed blue by me, and it's on a JX body. Recently put this together on the channel, so you can see more about that. I believe that's the Distress Labs knife, which is awesome. Beautiful shine off that. And what else has he got? What kind of boots has he got on? Oh, right, now those are jungle boots by probably Hot Toys. And another Joe Turner decal on the base there. Now, as you see, the hair... Now, beautiful work here from Silent Surfer, obviously amazing. But since these Trick or Treat Studios figures have been coming out with the sculpted hair, I just prefer it, I like not having to mess with trying to get the horns looking right. I mean, they look okay here, but they're too long, and then you start thinking, okay, maybe I should get scissors and start cutting them down. And then if you make a mistake, they're too damn short. And this custom head sculpt costs a lot of money, and it was very, stressful trying to get it done and get the thing. But I'm glad I finally got there, and it's in the collection. But I do prefer the sculpted hair, I think, now. Here are those jungle boots, a little bit nasty and bloody at the front there, which may not be movie accurate, but that's just the way those boots were when I got them on probably another custom figure. But an all-round awesome looking piece. So the Mad Bug V2 on the JX body with the dyed blue Yunsil coveralls, Distress Labs knife, and Joe Turner decal stickers on the Hot Toys base, and Hot Toys jungle boots. Beautiful looking piece right there. 1978 Michael Myers, the shape with the stretch t-shirt neck to let you see a bit more of that. And here we have the same setup, but with a Trick or Treat Studios head that I repainted. This is the more clean version that I repainted. Just, it has got some black wash weathering on the mask, but it's still very much a kind of just like Tommy Lee Wallace said in the video where he shows you how he recreates the mask. He said it was just white, it was the shadows doing all that other stuff. So this is that. And just the proportions seem to work a lot better here from what we just saw with the Mad Bug sculpt. This mask seems to fit just perfectly with this proportions of the body and the way the coveralls are fitting or sitting on this body. I really do think this is perfect. Absolutely awesome stuff. Can't say enough good things about the Trick or Treat Studios head sculpt so far, man. I mean, the 78 is just perfect. I can't wait to see that 2018 head sculpt. I'll soon be reviewing the Part 4 and Part 5 figures from Trick or Treat, thanks to Mad About Horror. Check out Mad About Horror, folks. Get all my horror stuff from them. Awesome store. But I deep set the eyes as well, so they're not so up front in the mask. But there's 2-part video on the channel showing how I did that. I am also offering the service if you want me to rehaul your Trick or Treat Studios head sculpt for the 78 figure. You can send it my way and I'll do it for you, just like I did with this one and the other one that I'm going to show you that's a bit more weathered. That's coming up after this. And here he is. This is the Boogeyman. Now this is my ultimate 1/6 scale 78 figure. It's perfection as far as I'm concerned. You got the Trick or Treat Studios repainted head, slightly more weathered version, a lot more weathering on the tip of the nose and the lips. Modified Bruce Banner body by Hot Toys. The Yunsil coveralls from the final run, haven't done anything to these coveralls. That's just how they came to me. They're absolutely perfect. Shadow Fergo knife, Beto Metalli pumpkin, a DX11 Hot Toys Joker base that I turned into a Halloween base. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, they're all nice pieces that I've shown you, and it's debatable, I'm sure, but I think this is perfection as far as the 1978 Michael Myers. Justin Mabry with that sculpt. God damn it. I mean, it's just... I love the sculpted hair as well. Like I've said, it's just having the horns just done for you. And just, it's perfect. I've checked out, like a lot of you Myers fans out there, I've studied all the pictures. And it's just... This is about as close as I think I'll ever get in my lifetime. So, I hope you've enjoyed looking at all this stuff, folks. You can go ahead and leave me your comments. Always good to hear from you, especially the Myers community out there. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's always more stuff coming up, folks, and there's plenty of stuff. Always got hair on his shoulder. Get off there. Oh, I can't do anything about it now. I'm recording the audio separately. I've already edited all this together. I'm just going to be talking over the top of it. I figured that would be the best way to go. But there he is, the great white, the shark, the shape, the boogeyman. Check out how real that hand looks as well. See, I said this to Nick recently. He's like, you want the hand holding the knife to look angry. You want the hand to look angry. You know, that, some people will be like, what are you talking about? But no, it's Michael Myers. Like, he's gripping that thing, you know? So all those little details all come together. I need to take a feather duster to his shoulders. I'm going to go do that after I finish filming this. But I think we're pretty much at the end. That was definitely the last thing I filmed. So I hope you've enjoyed it, folks. Bit of a wobble fest with the tripod there. Oh man, he's even got the accurate holes. One on the elbow. Perfect collar. And that's it. Take it easy. See you soon. Bye bye.